defenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Dixon. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go on top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Fighting Illini facing a third and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Out of the gun, the inside kick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for us.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
On third and short, the power run here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, and now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you see them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
Hey, stop him short of the marker. They'll turn it over on down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Let's take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise. Continue to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in. College sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
That's reeled in. It's Reeder. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for a receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Wildcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Line out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll go back to the ground. He breaks it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave him a huge play. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. To the air. It's Newton. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
So now it's 2nd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got it in the middle. It's Mahoney. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd is sure that you have to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do. They know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's Sandy. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between their quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got it.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the QB has had a nice drive. And this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. Even better, getting him on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back. Sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, break. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard.
Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space.
Of this rivalry game now, everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. It's back on. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception of the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Makes the catch. It's right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. Just got to be a little bit patient.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit. Incomplete pass.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Come on, set. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it on the move. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, looking for the completion. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the need to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Wants to throw. It's Newton. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find the man.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the complete that throw. He just didn't have it there.
Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got it.
There we go. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains down to 22.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's open. On his feet at the 40. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field, and shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Back to throw, it's Hart. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Illinois lining up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know.
Oh, he's got loose legs. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
29 Philly.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the offense on third down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can better block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up for it.
Good timing on the quick out. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back to tackle for it.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and we got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Touchdown, finding a line. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. And the away of the defense, and they'll take it away. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, man. They continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Hart. That's caught. It's Holland. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking downfield very late in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Reader. Turning it on. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get it down at the 35.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Wagner. Still on his feet at the 45. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Wildcats are on the move. Takes the handoff. It's Reader. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This one's complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Here's a hit. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 35 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. Pass to 40. Inside. Touchdown, Northwestern. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Back to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball.
Breaks into the open on the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play can be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Dixon.
I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Illinois now staring at a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Illinois right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Hart. Let's it fly. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
The big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Touchdown, Wildcats. Quick strike through the air for a score. They add a little more to the lead as they are right on the verge of ending this long losing streak.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home play. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Hart. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Illinois lining up quickly.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Illinois needs a big play here on third and long. Off play action. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Easy.
Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on the money. He'll pick up the field before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. On the run, it's Reeder. Makes him pass the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. Just man him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? The running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Off the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He'll pull it down. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Petty. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Man, they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now giving them 4th down.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big late in the game. You know it's pass. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Punch it out of the air. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Wagner. And that